What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's transfer news roundup. And if you're anything like me, you're feeling a little bit frustrated and a little bit angry at our owners. Jamie Carragher has had his say today as well, and I'm going to take you through what he said, as well as, of course, giving you my own opinion on what I want to happen between now and the end of this window. You know the score. I'm going to talk, but I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, and of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. So as I mentioned, Jamie Carragher is also a little bit upset that Liverpool have once again nickel and dimed in the transfer market. This is what he's had to say about the fact that our third bid for Romeo Lavia of £46 million was rejected by Southampton. He said simply, "This is embarrassing. Liverpool for years now have got deals done quickly and with no fuss. If you don't think the player's worth 50 million, move on. If you really want them, pay it." Also, he said, "I'm not sure why Liverpool aren't in the conversation for Caicedo. Yes, it's a lot of money, but Liverpool brought in a lot of money when they sold Jordan Henderson and Fabinho." And Carra's absolutely spot on. Now look, it does look as if Liverpool have put another bid in for Lavia, but it just makes us look like a laughing stock. Pick any journalist you want. Many of them over the past week or two have said that this was going to be Liverpool's last offer, the third and final bid. Well, apparently, we can't even lie properly because another one is going in. It is quite simply an ownership group that have no ambition and have no will or desire to get Liverpool back to the top of world football. It is that simple. Whatever way you look at it, it doesn't add up. If you've been a supporter of FSG and you've bought into the whole wage bill nonsense, well, we've cleared 55 or 60 million off the wage bill this year. That's right. That's how much money. With the money that we've saved from the wages, the likes of Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Bobby Firmino, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, those players, along with James Milner and probably one or two more who I'm not remembering, have freed up a lot of money that could see our owners go out there and spend and really make a statement. But what have we done? We've gone out at the start of the window and got two pieces of business done. We brought in Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai for a combined 95 million. We then lost Henderson and Fabinho and have sat on our hands and done nothing. Zero. No centre-back negotiations that we know of. No other midfielder coming in on top of the defensive midfielder we need. It is quite simply a disgrace that John W. Henry and FSG think that they can keep getting away with this. We have to let it be known together as Liverpool fans that this is unacceptable. We are a laughing stock. We have Klarna on social media asking John if he needs a help to pay in instalments. We've got opposition fans and their clubs laughing at us. It's embarrassing. We are Liverpool Football Club. We are one of the most valuable sports clubs in world football. In fact, in sport. And we're being ran like we're a mid-table French team. We are having a championship side taking the proverbial over an amount that we can't afford to pay or are unwilling to pay for their player. And we've dragged it out over an entire window. We've told you time and time again here at Anfield Agenda not to trust FSG. We've told you that they're absolute spoofers, chancers, charlatans, whatever word you want to insert. We've urged other people to come out swinging and call out the owners. But always we get ridiculed by other outlets. We get ridiculed by the media. We get called wolves, but we're right. We've always known we're right. And now many people are starting to speak out and see that, yes, we might be gobby, we might be mouthy, but we're right and we want the best for this football club. So whatever happens between now and the time we kick off against Chelsea next week, it has once again shown us that we don't have any ambition from our owners. We don't have the desire to make Liverpool competitive. Arsenal have just gotten themselves back into the Champions League. One season back in there from 6 or 7 out, and they've dropped over 230 million in this window. Manchester United have dropped, I don't know how much exactly, let's say 72 for the kid that they brought in from Atalanta. They've brought in, obviously, Mason Mount for about 70 million. They've also brought in Onana, a goalkeeper, for just shy of 50 million. And we're sitting here scratching our nuts while we see our captain poached over to Saudi Arabia, our defensive midfielder off as well. And our owners are just sitting back in Boston not caring. It is that simple. We need at least 3 more signings, and whatever way you look at it, it isn't going to get us into the right position to kick off the season. Think back to windows gone by. Think back to seasons gone by. How close have Liverpool been to winning a league title or winning another cup or winning another trophy? It has come down to minuscule differences, a slight bit of fatigue, an extra point or two, things that we could have picked up at the start of the season if we had had to start so slowly. And again, we're 1 week away from the season getting underway, and we're ill prepared. Jurgen Klopp hasn't had time to work with new signings on the training pitch. He hasn't had time to add to his squad. He has seen his squad depleted. We have removed 8 players from last season and added 2. I'm going to say that again. We've removed 8. We've added 2. We currently, with 22 players, have the smallest Premier League squad. The smallest. Not the second smallest, the third smallest, the smallest. We have made 5 signings in excess of £50 million, where others like Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City have made at least 15. We are a joke in the transfer market. We are the laughing stock of world football because of our owners. We have a generational manager who has 3 years left on his on his contract. And we're again asking him to operate with a hand tied behind his back. Today, another one of Liverpool's reported targets, Gabriel Viega of Celta Vigo, was the subject of a €30 million offer from Napoli. Now, I don't think that offer will be accepted, but again, it goes to show we can't stand still. Every day that goes by now is another day that Southampton's hand strengthens. Another day that any club that we look to get a player from will simply say back to us, you're going to have to pay a premium because we don't have time to replace them. We don't have time to go out there and bring in reinforcements. And they're right. What have George Schmadtke and the rest of the recruitment team been doing? We got business done in week 1. We have no sooner or no closer to bringing in a centre-back. We're still 2 midfielders short, potentially a right-back as well. And it's not like we can say that there aren't players out there available. There are many of them available right now. I've started to hear talk about Gravenberch yet again. That is a joke. He wasn't good enough at the start of the window. He wasn't good enough after the under-21 Euros. And the only reason he's coming back into consideration right now is because he could be cheap. 25 or 30 million. Meanwhile, we haven't gone near Barella, who's still sitting over in Italy. We haven't put in a bid for Caicedo, who still hasn't made that move to Chelsea. We've seen Josko Gvardiol, who would have been a perfect successor to Virgil van Dijk and is a Liverpool fan, go to Manchester City. And we've sat back and done diddly squat. Even Manchester City lost Gundogan and they went out and brought in Kovacic as a replacement. Not quite at the same level, but still very solid. What have we done? Nothing. We have seen our defence be ripped asunder. We're going into the season with no confidence as fans because we don't have a big enough squad. It's that simple. This is going to be a long, gruelling campaign. We have the Europa League, the Premier League, the League Cup and the FA Cup. And we have the smallest squad in the Premier League right now. Pathetic. Not good enough. And it needs to change. So what can we do about it? Well, as I always say, we can come together on social media, keep posting about FSG, keep embarrassing them, because something has to give. There have been some positive signs today. The likes of James Pearce saying Liverpool and Southampton are getting closer to an agreement. Surely a compromise gets reached. Sacha Tavolieri has said Romeo Lavia's side has made it clear to Southampton that they want the player to move to Liverpool. There's a feeling that the deal's so close now that it will be a wait for it to end up not getting done. It needs to happen. But it needed to happen weeks ago. There is no reason. As I said at the start of this video, if Southampton made it very clear that it was 50 million or nothing, then we should have done this 3 weeks ago. It's an embarrassment. John W. Henry is a disgrace and we need and deserve better owners. I've had my say. It's over to you now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, please do drop a like on the video. And a last little thing before we finish up. If you are an Anfield Agenda Ultra member, do check in the membership section of our YouTube channel where you will see the link to join our Discord. It's only available to Anfield Agenda Ultra members. And again, thank you guys for your continued support. Hope you're loving the new graphics and camera as much as I am. And I will catch up with you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.